What if Amazon was actually a Y2K style company? Maybe they're making video games, or maybe they're making like kids adventure toys, like something like Nerf or something like that. What would the logo look like? Well, I have an answer for you because it was super easy and fun to make in Kittl. So let's check out what a Y2K Amazon logo would look like. All right, to get started, I've got the classic Amazon colors here, and we're going to start by making our artboard a little bit wider, basically just taking off some of the height here. If I hit W, I can move these out of the way. That's the trim view, by the way, and now they're down here in the project colors. Easy to do, and if you hit W again, you will just be looking at your artboard. So let's add some text. You can hit the T button to add some text, and then we're going to go with Amazon, of course. I'm going to use this Draco font because I think it's very Y2K. It's very kind of forward, it's moving, it's slanted, that kind of thing, which is very kind of Amazon-esque, I would say. They're always moving. They're delivering lots and lots of things all of the time, so I think this is fitting to kind of have a Y2K logo with some momentum. So let's make it that iconic orange color, and then what we're going to do is add some block shadow. Really easy to do. I just have to click this button, and then we're going to play with the offset to get it to a comfortable distance that fits that Y2K design, and then we're going to go for an angle of 0 because I basically just want it pointing to the right, again furthering that kind of momentum. I'm going to give it an outline. Of course, very Y2K is this kind of sticker bubble puffy effect, so we'll get it somewhere close to where we want it, and then we may have to tweak it, add a little bit more later. Now the project colors are still down here in the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is actually create a flat globe. And again, a globe is very reminiscent of what Amazon does. They deliver all around, but you know, maybe we're making a logo for something else. But we do have a lot of globe elements already, but I'm gonna make this really flat one just by combining another circular shape, kind of making it an oval, and then some lines just like this. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly, of course, but you can see how easy it is to kind of make a very simple flat logo, a flat globe design in just like a couple of seconds, adding some lines and an oval, some stuff like that. So if I grab everything together here, I can right click and hit group, and that's a really easy way to keep your layers tidy. Now I can just title this globe. I can just double click in and label the whole layer globe, and then I'm going to place it behind the Amazon logo, and then we're going to start tweaking with it to get it how we want to. I think we're going to add an orbit around this to make it even better. So let's go over to abstract, and boom, we already have Y2K elements here. So if I scroll down, you can see some of these globes, right? You already see them here. I'm going to use this orbit ring, and I'll show you why in a second, but you can see some other elements like stars and globes and things like that. Actually, maybe we'll go ahead and choose a star. I like this one. This one already has an outline that we can adjust and make a little bit different. But you can see how many Y2K assets we have already. So with this orbit ring here, I like it because it has an outline already that we can adjust. So if I just go through and adjust this, I can add my orange, and I can add my really dark kind of black blue color and get this to about where I want it. I still want to try to connect that A and Z. I don't know if you guys noticed the kind of like little arrow smile thing that the Amazon logo has, where it connects the A and Z, but you know, that's kind of the best maybe I'm thinking we can do for now. I'm going to change the colors of the stars here, and then what's nice is if you add border, it rounds it off, and I'll show you here close up in a second. We want these rounded corners to match because of the roundness of the globe and the orbit ring and the outline of the text. You see, if I zoom in here, you can see it's rounded off here, and you can pretty much do that with any element that you want. You can make it round, which is a really nice feature. You can add an outline basically to anything. So I'm going to add some more stars, but I think we're missing something here on the bottom and the top right. I think we can do a little better with some momentum down here moving forward. So I'm going to add this basic shape, this basic box, and show you how we're going to turn this into something really cool. And I'm gonna make a checkered style effect. Now if I go up here and type in checkered or checkers or whatever, you can see these kind of flag type things, these checker flags. Now I want something like this bottom one, so let me click this in, and I want this kind of
this forward moving momentum kind of staggered effect. So if I flip this one around, you can see what I mean. I want to make this slanted checkered effect. And so if I duplicate this again, boom, you can see how easy it is to do something like that. You can make a cool pattern. Now I want it sharper. So what's cool is if I select this, and then if I select it and hold shift and drag the top node, I can make it slanted. So if you grab any of those anchor points and you hold shift, you can slant it. So now boom, I've got it slanted like this one down here in the bottom, and then all I need to do is give it maybe a little bit border weight, because if I keep changing the up and down direction, it's going to make it even more or less slanted. So adding border weight will keep it at the size that I want it. So now I'm going to kind of zoom through this. I'm just duplicating them and making sure they're spaced together. We're going to tweak that later. For now, I'm just kind of getting the design how I want to. But now you can kind of see there's this moving forward again, kind of reminiscent of what Amazon is going for, delivery or whatever. Obviously I mentioned maybe they're a different company, like, a toy factory or something, and maybe they're like Speed Toys or something like that. But you have this kind of speed aesthetic here, and you can see I'm doing just a ton of adjusting to try to get those widths the same. You can use the grids, of course, if you wanted to. This is just for practice. I'm going to make this background this kind of tan color that I think plays well with the rest of it. And then last but not least, let's add some texture. We have these really awesome grunge textures here. I'm going to go for one of those. We also have, of course, paper and patterns and cracked wood and cracked stone and all this other cool stuff that you can go through. Or you could upload your own and change the blending modes. You can see the blending modes over there on the right. I have it set to color burn. I'm going to release this because I don't really want it on top of the text. I want it below, which I can do with the layers here, or I can just click the texture, right click, and send it straight to the back. And now boom, it's straight to the back. You can see there, and you can go through, of course, tidy up your layers if you want to. And once we're done with our design here, we can easily download it up here with our download options. You can go any from PNG, PDF, and SVG in the Pro and Expert plans if you want. Now here is our completed Amazon Y2K logo design. You can see it up close here, and now you can see what it would be mocked up on a t-shirt right here. I hope you enjoyed this and have a lot of fun.
Now this was super easy to do using those elements in the Y2K category, as well as our Y2K style futuristic looking fonts. And if you don't have Kittl yet, you can sign up to get started for free using the link down in the description, and then you can get to work on your own Y2K style logo designs. And I already have other videos about Y2K design, which you can click here on your left. I know you're going to enjoy those. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any other upcoming videos, tutorials, and trends and things like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.